Do you want to speak English like a pro? Then this is the journey for you.
Welcome to our day 1 of our 30-day English language course, where I'll be your guide to learning and being a pro at English language. I'm going to be helping you and guiding you through this journey together. And every single day, we are going to be taking small steps toward our future, which is the final English mastery. Let's start with the basic question. Why English? There are many languages in the world, but why is it that you should learn English language as your first and most important language to learn? It is because English language is firstly the global language, or should I say universal, because currently across the universe you can speak English language and more than likely the other person will talk back to you in English. Secondly, more than 1.5 billion people on this globe currently speak English language. So this makes it 1,000 times easier for us to connect with others, for us to engage with others, and to engage with what we call the internet. And last but not least, learning English can open new doors for you, which will allow you to have multiple different opportunities, learning skills, and much more in your roster. You will be able to have all of these things at your disposal, and you will be able to master English in no time, which will make your world go berserk with how much potential and how much opportunities you're going to be having at your disposal. So let me give you an example. Lots of times when people from abroad come to Pakistan, they try to speak with Pakistani people in English language. But since our people mostly don't know English, they either speak their rural or their cultural language, which can be Pashto, Punjabi, Sindhi, Saraiki, or whatever language they speak, or they speak Urdu as a whole. So when they speak Urdu, the person isn't able to understand. So that often leaves a lot of misconception and a lot of wrong ideas about what these things are, what these memorials, what these landmarks, what all of these things mean, what are their significant value, what importance they hold in our culture, and what they mean. So imagine this, a person comes to you, he is not Pakistani, and he is asking you for directions. How will you be able to reply? If a person asks you, this building, what is its recognition? What is it important for? For example, you're in front of the Minar-e-Pakistan. So if a person says, why was Minar-e-Pakistan created? Can you explain it? No, because you don't know English. So lots of times interactions can be cut off and interactions can be hard because of a language barrier. And while English is a global language, it means that in any part of the world, as long as it's global enough, as long as it's modern enough, people will be able to speak English language, and you will be able to find a way to navigate through that country like butter, like a piece of cake. Now let's go towards the second question of English language learning. Why should you learn English language right now? There are many different times a person can learn English language, but this is one of the best times you can learn English language. Let me tell you about that. First of all, the biggest benefit that you're going to be getting is that since the world is changing so fast and there are so many changes occurring in the world at such a fast pace, there is a big need for English language as of now, because if in the future you are trying to learn English language, then you'll have a whole new world, a whole new realm of English language, and not just English but a lot of other things that you'll have to catch up to, that you have to learn about. So that will be a big hassle for you, it will be a big problem for you. So what you need to do is, instead of wasting time and instead of slacking off, you should learn English language right now. Secondly, English language is a very easy to learn language in comparison to languages such as Urdu, Pashto, Punjabi, and any other language that you speak. It's not that hard because there is only one writing system, one speaking system. There is also only one simple, which is the 4 rules of grammar, listening, writing, speaking, and reading. So all of these things are pretty simple in comparison to, for example, Japanese, which has 3 forms of writing, which has 1 form of speaking, and has so many grammatical rules that it's just mind-boggling. So it's really easy to learn. And last but not least, I would say that English is very much easy for all new students, but also since it is summer vacations, you can learn English easily in these 30 days of your vacations. If you are having vacations started already, you can join along and you can start learning English. But if your vacations haven't started, you can still listen to my videos, you can listen to what I'm saying, take notes, and once your vacations start, you can now start practicing those things daily. Not just a day, not just an hour, but you can do that daily at any amount of time you want to learn English at. So if you're listening to me right now, you should probably have a bit of basic knowledge around English language, because I'm going to be taking all these classes in English. Next up, we have a very important thing. You have to understand the main part of English language speaking, which are 2 things. First of all, we have accents. Second of all, we have pronunciation. Now, accents are very important, but they are your secondary thing. You cannot learn a new accent very easily, so you have to do it slowly but surely, and it will take a bit of time, but you'll sooner or later be able to speak that accent. So accent is a bit of a long-term thing, so we are not going to be focusing on it right now. But pronunciation is very much sudden, and it's something that you have to practice upon to be able to use perfectly. So let me give you a few examples. There are many different accents, so accents and pronunciation are 2 different things. So how do we understand? Now there is a word water. So there is 2 pronunciation of this. There is water, which is the normal pronunciation. This is correct. So you cannot say water. Water is wrong. You don't have to put that tr. You don't have to do that. So you have to say water, water. Now there are 2 pronunciations, as I said. So water, this is also correct, but you can also say water. Give me a glass of water. So these are pronunciations, and now water is a different accent and water is a different accent. Both are correct. So you don't have to confuse yourself as long as your accent is correct. For example, you can also say pronunciation, but you can also say pronunciation. So pronunciation is a better way of saying pronunciation. So you can use all of these different words and correct their pronunciation in these 30 days, and you will be able to achieve greatness and you will be able to achieve mastery in English language. So basically that would be all. I'm going to be giving you guys homeworks and also classwork daily that you guys are going to be doing with me. You guys are going to be having lots and lots of stuff to learn, and I'm going to be giving you guys lots of material as well if you guys need that for your future notes. So that is going to be pretty much it about today. Today was basically an introduction for you guys so that you guys know that I'm starting this course, and sooner or later this course will officially start, and then we will have our day 2, which will introduce our first topic of English language grammar and its learning. So that will be all for today. Thank you so much, and Allah Hafiz.